I saw my dream in it.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the Falcons' electric quarterback as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Falcons and the Bucs, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by Marcus Mariota, former 2nd overall pick back in 2015, now in his 8th season in the league.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep...
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Forced out to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
First down, Mariota. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. They find some open field here. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Mariota being chased outlet, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marcus Mariota taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Solid finish to a solid opening drive, and that's the threat that he represents. He can take off and score on you.
What he makes it is 11-on-11 football, because a lot of the times the quarterback isn't much of a runner, so you don't have to account for him. But you do with him, and now he actually gets a lead blocker instead, and he's able to cash that one in.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the rookie third-rounder who's from Louisville and then played his college ball up the road on I-71 in Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
It was good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Ritter's throw taken in by Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Ridder to throw on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. It's Ridder. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ridder. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gibson again. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Ridder here on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nelson Aguilar with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. On the return, Williams. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll run with Patterson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one. So they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, going back to Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 35 on 2nd down, Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit, what's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. But the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Mariota. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Mariota. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
With a white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless.
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on second down. Ritter completes it to Aguilar. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And it will be Falcon football. Kyle Pitts returns to the field along with the rest of this offense for the upcoming series.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Mariota.
Got Edwards now on the slam. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Mariota on first down.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
To the air again, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mariota. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. But he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Mariota now. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. On 2nd, here's Algier, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw, Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
On third down, Mariota. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Second and 5 now. Ritter.
That ball's caught. Aguilar right side.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
On 1st down, Ritter.
He'll find Parker again, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Another throw coming up here for Ritter.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Gibson.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Devontae Parker, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. Taken at the goal line. solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here and get going.
Mariota. That's caught by Pitts.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Mariota's throw taken in by Edwards. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Mariota. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
To throw, Mariota.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now Mariota.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mariota to throw. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last shot now for Mariota. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Tampa Bay,
the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Falcons,
they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12.